Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Caitlin from Caitlin Plans, and today I'm going to be planning in my big catch-all happy planner for the week of March 27th through April 2nd. And March was Women's History Month, and I didn't get a chance to make a spread until just now. So I'm going to go ahead and do that for this, even though it blends into April a little bit, but I have some fun stickers that I wanted to use today. I absolutely love this women's history sheet from According to Allie. I think it's so thoughtfully done with the florals and the little icons, and they all correspond to a quote from an important figure in women's history. So I'm going to make this kind of the center point for the spread today, this women's history sheet. You can use my code Caitlin10 to save 10% off at According to Allie. I have my affiliate code down below. I think this one's going to be available year-round, but really cute sticker sheet. So I want this to kind of be the star of the show. But I think I'm going to need a little bit more than that to do like an entire spread in a big sized planner. So I grabbed some different embellishments. I have the peach alcohol ink, also According to Allie. I thought it matched those peach florals pretty well. And then book scraps. You know, if we're talking about history, maybe some book scraps might be fun to add in there. But this is the part that I'm most excited about, to complete the clusters with all of these like little quotes and icons. I went ahead and found pictures of all of the women that are on the women history sheet, like the quotes from, and then I put them in these fancy little frames and I cut them out with my Cricut so that they're stickers. And now I can cluster like the corresponding icon and the quote to the person. So I think that's going to make this really cool. And then finally I have one more thing to show you. I just grabbed the Note to Self sticker sheet from my own shop because I wanted some of these little like doodly stars to layer on like the alcohol ink, that kind of thing. This isn't as exciting, but very excited about this. I think this is going to be a pretty fast spread because I know what I want to do with it. So I'm going to go ahead and pop this off the discs. I also have to leave for work in like 25 minutes. So I have to make this a quick video, or I could like pause it and pick up tonight if I need to. The alcohol inks are pretty big pieces of alcohol ink, so I'm going to cut them a little bit smaller. I'm just cutting this one in half because I'm going to give the illusion that it's layered behind the photo when it's not actually layered behind the photo. So we're going to put Billie Holiday up here on Monday. And then I'm going to take my alcohol ink and maybe some tweezers, might be useful for this. And we're going to just line that up with the side of the frame. It's just a frame that I found on Google Images. I just Google imaged all of their names and then made them all black and white images because some of them were in color, but I made them all into black and white images. And then I layered them in Procreate with the frame, and I shaped them, or I like sized them all the same so that they would all like kind of match up, and I printed them out on my Cricut. So that's kind of the rundown of how I did it. Okay, so Billie Holiday is this little microphone, and then the quote. It only took me like maybe 15 minutes to do, which, you know, that's a decent amount of time when the spread itself is going to take me like 25 minutes to make, but it wasn't too big of a task. So I'm just going to layer it like that. I want the quote to go with the person that it matches with. And then we'll add some little star stickers in there. I don't know if I'm going to need to get another sheet of these, but I think I'll be fine. I'm going to layer them like right over here. So that's kind of what the clusters are looking like. I love these florals, and I wish I had like a full sheet of these florals from According to Allie that I could like mix and match with the sticker sheet, but I just love them. Okay, let's make another cluster. We've got Frida Kahlo down here. And I think I want to layer the book scrap before I do the picture on this one. Oh, I should probably mention the book scraps are from Create with Mandy. You can also use my code Caitlin10 to save 10% off at Create with Mandy until the end of the month. So my rep term ends on the 31st. Okay, Frida is going down here, and then I'm going to take the other half of that alcohol ink and just stick that right over here against the edge of the frame. I'm going to need to repunch these, but it's not the end of the world. And there's a little bit of overhang, which I think I could just put on the other side of her portrait. Like, it's enough that it still like will read as pink when I place it on the page. Let's see what we've got just right over here. Yeah, that works pretty well. So Frida Kahlo is the paintbrushes, because you know she's an artist. I had some other Women's History Month sticker sheets that I ordered from Alicia Michelle, but I don't know what's going on with that. I have not seen my order, and it's been a decent amount of time, so I probably will just use those whenever they come. But yeah, I wish they were here for this spread. I'm going to pair the Frida Kahlo quote with the paintbrushes. I think it's cool to have like the little black and white quotes layered over the black and white images. And the fancy frames just give it like a little flair, you know? I'm going to give Frida some extra flowers because there are two little like individual flowers on this one. And I'm going to pair them just like right up here in the corner of the frame. Grab one of these stars to go along with her. We'll just put that right by the flowers. And there's another cluster. Okay, I'm feeling really happy with the way this is turning out. I was a little nervous just because there are so many different elements going on, but I think they all kind of come together around that center point of the black and white photographs. More book scraps up here. We will take Ruth Bader Ginsburg. I'm just kind of working through like up, down on this. Let's hope she fits. I might have to punch the frame a little bit, but I don't think that's a terrible move because we're going to need to have 3 portraits on this side of the spread. So I think it's going to have to be done at some point. With the alcohol ink, I'm going to take this one right here, doing that same kind of thing where I'm just cutting them down smaller. We've got a lot of stickers. The frames are pretty big, so I don't need the alcohol ink to take up too much of my writable room, and I think it just looks nice right there. So for Ruth Bader Ginsburg, we have the gavel. It's so cool that she that Allie surrounded all these cute little icons with the florals, and they just look so good. I gotta figure out where the quote is going though, because it's gonna kind of get cut if I put it too far over. So if I do maybe this, I don't want to overlap the people too much with the quotes, but I think in this situation, this works okay. And we'll go with the 3-star cluster for this one. Looking good. I take this, and I overlapped the book scrap on top of the photo over here, so I think I'm going to do another one where I do that. So I'm going to take Angela Davis. We're going to go like down here, and the book scrap will go here. I think it fits well into this space up here, and it's layering mainly over the frame and not over the person. Actually, it doesn't even layer over her at all. So I think that's an okay move. More alcohol ink, and we get it on the right side of Ruth Bader Ginsburg, so I'm going to do it on the left side over here. For her, we have this one with the hand, and then it's a larger quote, which I like. I like that there's different lengths of quotes we can cluster together. So this is going to go over here. And then this one is going to go right here. And maybe it would have been nice to have like a little bit more of the alcohol ink kind of on the bottom. We can go back and do that. We've got this whole sheet of them, so I might as well just use them up. I've had this particular color in my stash for a long time because Allie has so many different colors of the alcohol ink that it's like there's an alcohol ink for every occasion. So this one's going to go just like down here to add an extra little pop of like color, texture, make that cluster a little bit bigger. And we can add some stars in. I don't think I actually need to be as sparing with the stars as I was initially being because we have a few more left. So let's add a few of those in. And then finally, we have Mae Wong. And that's the end of the little portrait stickers that I created for this. Let's put her kind of like on Sunday. like right here. There's a little speck on the page, so I'm just going to use the sticker to cover it up. It just means inching it down ever so slightly, but sometimes I get ink on the pages when I don't mean to, so covering it with stickers is the best way to like make it look a little bit more professional. And I'm going to put this book scrap, it's going to go right to the edge of the page, but I think that's fine. For this one, we'll do like another little piece of the book scrap because we don't have a whole lot over there. We got these two left, which I might add in actually at some point. I'm going to take this alcohol ink. And I think I need to cut it down just a little bit more because I'm going to need some functional room in here to like write out stuff. I know I have dinner plans with my parents on Friday, so we're going to need like that area for that. So I'm trying to take into account like the things that are going on this week. This is kind of like a weird unusable shape. So if I want to just like fill in up until the edge of the page with it, I think that might be the only way I can really use a sticker like this. We'll just cut it down. And then we have like a little like sliver of pink right there on the side of the page. I think it kind of brings things together. And then finally for Mae Wong, we have the like film reel because she's an actress. And I'm going to place that film reel like right, oh, let's see, what's going on with the quote? So I really like the way that Allie picked women from different industries and different backgrounds. So it makes for a really interesting sticker sheet because it's not all the same thing. And we're going to just maybe lower this down a little bit so that it doesn't cut off. I think that looks good. And with this extra little sliver of like florals, we could maybe give her some extra floral accent. I do have that one, oh wait, that's just the white border, rip that off. I do have that one extra piece of floral. This one right here. We gave the extras to Frida on the other side. So let's pick a cluster on the right half of the spread to give this one to. And since this kind of got pushed onto the side of the page, maybe we go right up there. I think that rounds it out nicely. Definitely going to use all the stars on this sheet though. I think that was kind of the goal going into this, was just like have some cute little doodly stars around all of the illustrations. I'm going to give her this extra one over here. And then for my last one, let's go back onto the other side of the page where I was being a little bit more sparing with them and just add it in right there. So this is what I have cluster-wise, and I love it. These are such fun clusters. I really like the combination of like the florals and the different textures and stuff with the black and white photographs. I think it's really cool. So let's put these off to the side. And I think to match all of the brown tones that we have in the frames and the little icons, I think the brown boxes might be the best choice. I could do black boxes because we do have the black and white photos, but I think I want to like leave those as the one major pop of black and white in the spread. So let's go with this like chocolatey brown color to add in all of the commitments that I have for this week. This is the Brown Boxes and More book from Mojo Jojo Plans. This is a new copy of it. I have one that I already started, which I probably should just go grab that one. I'm slowly working my way through this. There's a lot of stickers in these boxes, or in these books of boxes. All right, what do we have? I'm going to use these to mark work shifts, and the page is already out of the book, so let's just keep that off to the side because that's going to come in handy. And then I have an appointment on Tuesday, so I'm going to grab a larger box for that one. I think I left enough room for the functional stuff. Hopefully I did. If I need to like rearrange some stuff or like layer them in a way that takes up less space, I think that should be fine. So we've got Tuesday kind of set up there in that middle box. And I don't have anything planned for Monday or Wednesday just yet, except for like going to the post office, which I'll typically take these like smaller boxes, or I'll do like a bullet point that says like drop Etsy orders off at the post office. Lately, I've been liking the approach of the little boxes just to keep them kind of consistent as like an event. in the planner rather than like a to-do list item. So let's add a few of those in. And I typically go to the post office like Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I try to, at least, depending on how much work I've gotten done over the course of the week. Although my post office has been frustrating me lately. They are taking a very long time to scan my mail in. Like, I'll drop it off and then it'll take them like 3 or 4 days to like actually scan the mail in, which is annoying because then it sits in that like pre-transit stage. And I'm like, I know I dropped it off and I know you have it, but like, can you tell me that you have it? And like, there is an option to wait in the line to like scan it in, but every time I've waited in the line to like scan it in, they're like, you know, you can just drop it in the box, right? And I'm like, yeah, but you don't do anything if I drop it in the box. And then I need a bigger box for Friday to mark dinner plans with my parents. So I'm gonna grab one of these. But I'm beginning to learn which post offices are better at like getting the mail like scanned in than others. It's just, I have to drive to the farther post office to like actually get stuff done, which is a little frustrating, but it is what it is. I'm gonna take the last of the little book scraps and let's put one over here, just kind of up against the edge of the page. And then this one right here, I'm going to use to frame out this cluster just a little bit more. I think that's fun. I do need to repunch these because there are some areas with overlap, but for the most part, I think this is going to be it. And if I need more boxes, I can always add more boxes in. There is a decent amount of writing room in this spread. And as I'm planning, I do like to use bullet points to kind of note like different tasks or like if I have a package being delivered, that kind of stuff. So in the boxes where it's completely blank right now, I'll go into the back of the Mojo Jojo Plans sticker book, which is, I've reached the end of its life. And I'll use like these bullet points to just like mark those tasks and check them off. I do most of my to-do list kind of stuff in my daily, but for things that are a little bit more major, I'll put them in here, like paying utilities, paying rent, that kind of thing. So I'm going to go ahead and repunch these and just pop them back on the discs. Alrighty, all set up back in the planner. It was a little bit of a speed run today, but I do think it turned out great for like 20 minutes of planning. I love the clusters, and I think the fact that I kind of knew what I was doing and had all my materials prepped ahead of time really helped kind of speed this up. So material, like, you know, all that prep stuff taken into account, it probably took as long as a normal spread, but I'm really pleased with the way this turned out. It would be cool to have some like little letter stickers over here maybe that say like Women's History Month, but I don't think I want to add that in because I do need that functional space on Monday to get stuff done. So I'm going to leave it at this. And you know, all the stickers kind of gesture towards it being Women's History Month. The Women's History sheet with the quotes and the icons is from According to Allie. The book scraps are Create with Mandy. The alcohol ink is According to Allie. The little black stars, like the little doodle stars, are from my own shop. And then I just made the like picture frame stickers using some Google images for this planner spread. So this is what I've got for the week. I think I'm going to call it done, but there you have it. If you like this video, hit that like button down below. You can also subscribe to my channel for more fun planner-related content, and follow me over on Instagram at Caitlin Plans, where I share after the pen photos as well as photos of spreads that did not get videos. Thanks for watching, and happy planning!